Shalom, shalom, most high in Christ bless. Was able to teach at a barbershop in Evansville. Haven't been there in a couple years to teach the word of God, but we came back to visit because the Lord has shown us fruit.
Ye shall be sold.
You should be what?
You shall be sold.
When we got up to those slave ships, wasn't we sold?
Is that the what Bible is he reading from?
That's the.
But they don't teach you that in church.
Because if they teach you that,
Even our black churches don't teach read the Bible like that. At 60, I should know that. They stole us from Africa.
Which
They steal our dance. They steal our music. They've been stealing from niggas for years.
Why? Is it just the way it is? Is it divine intervention? Why is it? Why does everything happen this way?
Try to keep everything here.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black. They are black.
No, they're white.
They are black.
I'm just telling you, I've never seen. But the Bible is a lot to comprehend.
The traffic is stepping.
And it always amazes me when preachers can read and go to a verse that quick.
Don't read the Bible by blanks.
Election to throw Kamala Harris in there. You had 2 years to prepare a male Democrat to go against this man. You threw a woman, Clinton almost, if it wasn't for that paperwork. The world is never going to let a woman, and especially a black woman, become president.
I wish she was black.
Well, she's whatever she is, but she's Jamaican and Indian.
No, she's Indian and Jewish.
Yeah.
I thought her dad's Jamaican.
Yeah, Jamaican don't mean that she's necessarily
He's not
black.
Jewish.
She owned Jamaicans. Her father owned Jamaicans. But either way, the reason
they're
Trump
not ready for that, and the white people, even if they were not going to let that happen.
The reason Trump being in office is, I'm gonna tell you right now, no personal preference aside, it's a good thing. Reason being is because now you may look, that's a rather rash take, right? Thing about it is, how united are people when they have a common enemy? Didn't you see this T-shirts when people were saying Latinos for Trump? You seen that? And that same brother was getting deported by ICE police officers.
ICE is doing their thing now. They stole us from Africa.
Which
they steal our dance. They steal our music. They've been stealing from niggas for years, decades, centuries.
The question,
and making money off of it. But we allow it.
The biggest question I have to ask is, why? Is it just the way it is? Is it divine intervention? Why is it? Why does everything happen this way?
They allow it to happen. They don't come together enough to stop it from happening. I'm
going to show you. If I may, I'm going to show you. Get Deuteronomy 28. Biblical. You read the Bible?
Really?
Do you? Are you like an avid reader? You go to church, anything?
I'm not an avid reader, but I grew up in Catholic church.
I think most of us.
When I went my way, I went my way.
How about you? How about you, Bob? He said, when I went my way, I went my way. I got you.
I was made to go, and you know when you're young, Catholic, all that, altar boy, all that. Keep going, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. How about you, Bobby Eber?
I don't.
Do you grew up a certain way, but you don't subscribe to it?
I grew up in the Baptist church.
Okay.
And, I go to church from time to time, but I don't go as much as I would like.
Why is that, if I may ask?
I don't know.
It's something pulling you away. It got to be something. I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight. My mom had me. She raised me in that church. I used to go there longer than I go to work now. 8-hour shifts, from 7 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd be in that thing. Like this. It can't go no longer. You done heard the same song about 4 times.
Right.
Then you had people jumping around, wigs getting lost. You know what I'm saying? Hey! People screaming, they think it's funny, but it's real talk. Wigs get lost. It's wild out there.
I've been to them.
So I started to go. I ain't gonna lie with you.
From a Catholic church to a Baptist church was totally
Catholic is different.
I don't dislike Trump. I dislike the way he does certain things. Like, I still feel deeply certain that he could. I understand
I
your
dislike
point.
Trump, but I understand.
It's like the only reason I say I don't because there was, other than the racist stuff, things were going better than when it was going with Biden and Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
I don't know what they did, but they everything went sky. I don't know what did they do.
Oh, Trump.
Years they were in there.
Don't clip up, Ski-Doo. You got some
They did a lot of
interesting
things behind the
comments.
scenes. That's why I say they
He
What were
got
they doing?
he got some good comments. I'm just hearing it right now.
That we didn't know anything about.
That's
Yeah.
right. But see, Trump is so arrogant. He's gonna tell you what he's gonna do, and you're aware of it.
Yeah.
And you can adjust, and you can kind of maneuver around it. But Democrats, they lie, they deceitful, they play these games like they doing you a favor, and they ain't
And he
really
didn't
doing
do
nothing.
anything.
Exactly.
He didn't do anything he promised. Other than what
Trump will say something outlandish, and he'll even say something he shouldn't have been saying. But you're aware of it.
You can't say he didn't tell you.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know what I'm about to do. I'm about to screw your whole life up. At least you can't say I hid it from you. Like he said he signed like upwards of 80 executive orders. As soon as he signed them papers that he got inaugurated, he signed like 80 something executive orders.
So what do you actually feel about, I mean, actually really, him pardoning those people, them oath people, and those people at the January 6th who actually were killing and hurting people, for him to just pardon their sentence? What do you actually, I mean, you think that was okay? I don't think that was okay.
No.
We ain't getting into the meat and potatoes, but I'll give you one real quick. Isaiah 32
we
and
just
7.
marinating the roast right now.
Yeah, we ain't added the seasons.
I just want to know what you think about this, because that there, I was cool with anything he done. I'm 60. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I ain't into it. But that there, the first week
verse
he
6.
was in,
32.
I'm like, man, dude.
Watch this, Isaiah 32 and 5. This is actually biblical. Watch this.
Isaiah 32, verse 5, the vile person shall be no more called liberal.
It says, so the vile person shall no more be called liberal. What is that telling us? In the last days, the liberal people are actually vile. But they're going to be revealed, and they will no more be called liberal. That goes into Trump, your Bidens. All of them look like great politicians in the eyes of the unlearned. You understand? But they actually vile. Watch this.
Nor the churl said to be bountiful.
Cheryl is talking about rude. They're not going to be called the plenteous when God come back. You understand? Why? Because how are they becoming bountiful right now? By robbing the poor. You understand? Making it hard for the poor to get up by their bootstraps like they try to tell us to. They make it real hard. That's how they're bountiful. Trump made the rich richer. You understand? He made them all bountiful. But God he still calls them vile. Read it from the top.
The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful.
Read on.
For the vile person will speak villainy.
The vile person will speak villainy. They're going to speak evil. That's why he was referring to Trump and all the stuff that he's saying out in the open. God is telling us that these liberals are actually vile, and they're going to start speaking villainy in the open so they can declare their own wickedness. He has to make it, I'm telling you, under Obama, under Clinton, it wasn't made plain. Trump is I love it. He makes it so plain so it's undeniable that he's vile. Watch this.
You are correct.
Watch this.
And his heart.
To your point of him pardoning those who did all of those acts. Under normal circumstances, they was black, they wouldn't have got pardoned.
What up, bro?
They'd be locked up under the prison. Watch this.
Nothing.
How you
Come on
doing?
in, bro.
And his heart will work iniquity.
His heart will work evil. Go ahead. That means his heart is talking about his mind.
I'm about a little
When
bit
he got in
high.
office,
Right after
started
Ski-Doo. Right after Ski-Doo.
Okay.
He started signing everything into place. You understand? Declaring his evil that was on his mind. He said, when I get in office, this is what I'm going to put in place. As soon as he got in place, he started putting all of that in practice.
That goes back to what I said when I said he has vengeance on his mind.
But they as a
Basically,
people,
that's
yes.
the same thing.
Yes, they whole people have vengeance on their mind, but he is their pioneer to start exacting it.
There we go.
Watch this.
To practice hypocrisy.
What you say?
I'm listening.
To
No,
practice.
him.
What do you say?
I'm listening.
Watch this.
To practice hypocrisy.
To practice what?
Hypocrisy.
They pardon those who don't need to be pardoned. Who need to be, just like they're saying that these illegal immigrants need to go through the legal process to become legal. Them people should have paid for their crimes. If you're causing a coup, or if you're causing destruction on national property, you're supposed to get persecuted.
And Capitol Hill.
You did it on Capitol Hill.
Insurrection.
And you hurt police.
Exactly.
The charges are insurmountable. They should have been locked under the prison. Yeah. But he says to do what? To practice what?
To practice hypocrisy.
God is showing that the liberals that's in place right now that our people like to believe in, and the Mexicans did believe in them, They believe in hypocrisy. These people are hypocrites. In God we trust. But then I'm gonna give you one. Watch this. Finish this verse. I'm gonna show you the hypocrisy. Watch this.
What do you have and he have?
King James
Because
version.
you say watch this and then he'll go to reading.
I'm reading this. We reading the same thing, but this is order.
Okay, go ahead.
And to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry.
They make the souls of those who are hungry in poverty, downtrodden. So on, the Mexicans, blacks, Hispanics, all of us. We're already empty. They make us hungry. They make us starve for more. You understand? They make us want, or even in a lower state than we are. Watch this.
And he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail.
He won't even let us drink anything. They will not allow us to benefit. So for those people that trusted in the Republican Party, foolishness. You understand? Foolishness. Watch this. Now, if somebody stole your land, what should they do? Biblically speaking, what should they do? Because remember it says to utter error against the Lord, to practice hypocrisy. If they really truly believed in the Lord, if they stole somebody's land, what should they do?
Return it.
Let's see if God said. Remember, this is a Christian country, is it not?
But see, we can go back.
And God we trust, right?
We can go back to 40 acres and a mule, and we can also go back to how they repaying the Indians who stealing their land. They get paid. Yeah.
Reservations?
They get
crumbs.
They get, you know what I'm trying to say. They get when the Milwaukee, they all around that area, so they got the casinos, so they're making, and they own a lot of area in Wisconsin. We're giving back to them.
Most of that is Esau. I mean, $5 Indians. That's what that really is. A lot of that.
Because they took it through, we can go all into history and what they take.
Revelation 13 and 10.
Revelation.
And then Exodus 21 and 16. We can go back and forth. It says the same thing. But to my point is, this country says, in God we trust, right? It says it on their dollar bills. Why is God not in their due process? You know what I'm saying? There's something off about this. And there's something off about our people that trusted in them. I'm talking whether it be Kamala, Biden, or Trump. We should have trusted in none of them. We should have elected our own leaders that have their interests in our community. Prime example.
But why are we putting so much trust in another human, as if our president is God? Why are we trusting them to run the world? God, who are you? Hell of a question. Because we don't know who we are. Who are you? Because we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. Why don't we even have it? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you're just another human being that's been educated, and now you're running the world. You're dictating.
We want to be them, like them.
Because we don't know who we are. But you get my point.
No, that's different. I actually wish you would have got mic'd up. You ain't in the train yet.
Hey. I put that kitty on it for you.
The blacks into captivity or slavery. What does the Bible say?
Your face is
He
super
that
dry,
leadeth
dude.
into captivity shall go into captivity.
Your face is dry.
Captivity, what should they be doing?
Well, you said we should be going to the captivity.
According to the Bible, this is
I'm gonna put some oil on that motherfucker.
a Bible-based country is not going to allow you. They're not going to do that because then everybody, even the president himself, is going in shackles and chains. Watch this.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
How do they get Texas, California, Oklahoma? How do they get those bordering states that now they put a whole wall up, a gate up to prevent the Mexicans to even get into? They took it by the sword. So if they took it by the sword, what must happen to them? Read it again.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
They don't believe that. Now where did John the Revelator get this? Exodus 21 and 16. They don't believe this. I'm telling you, if this was truly a Bible company, where they get sworn in, they go
The way they do.
Yep. You go into the courthouse. I swear the truth. I swear the truth. Tell nothing but the truth. So help me God. And next thing you know, then they go on the podium live.
Yeah.
And then I got the what they said right here. It says Donald Trump says birthright citizenship only applies to children of slaves.
What is that?
I didn't know that.
That's what
He's trying.
now.
This is what he's trying to push.
Did he say he worded it the way you just read that?
Yeah, that's part of the
This is the
14th
article.
Amendment.
This is the article. He's trying because the 14th Amendment allows, when you have a child on American soil, they're considered American citizens, correct?
Right, but he's trying to take
he's
that.
trying to word it. He's trying to go into that 14th Amendment to word it to where it disregards those who are coming over here across the borders and then having their children, and specifying it to those who are children of slaves. Aren't they trying to move slavery from the books today?
They're trying to move everything.
Why? Because you answer that.
They don't want us to know where we come. They don't want us to know our lineage.
There you go.
I know that's what that's about. They don't want us to know our history. That's all it is.
There you go.
They try to keep everything hidden.
They don't want you to know your history and keep everything hidden. Watch this.
This is Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Are we not still found in the enemy's hand today? So if God comes back and sees that we are stolen and we're not returned or freed, you understand what should happen to the man that stole it, according to that scripture?
I read again.
Yeah.
And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
He shall surely be put to death. So if we get found in a...
Once the Trump era and the COVID, and then that DeSantis, it also really started in Florida with that taking it out of school. Why now? They don't. We were taught. Well, I'm in a totally different age group from you. See, we were taught Columbus was a white man, and he wasn't. We were taught things.
Christopher Columbus?
Yeah, we were taught things that's been taken out because that was falsely. That was a false story. That's not in Christopher Columbus. Yeah, but
Which part of him being taken out?
Don't silver thing. Yeah, he was
Okay, yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay, that I was taught differently. But now it's come to light that it's a different story.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that part of it. Okay, now this is 2024, 2019. Why now do they want to suppress it again? Why do they don't want us to know all of this now? Is it because we're succeeding, we're learning, we're getting educated, and do they fear the black man? Is getting too much knowledge? So we're going to have to suppress him even now to bring him back. The more knowledge they know, the more they're multiplying and the more power they will have. Is that part of why now, in the last 5 years, they're trying to, because they didn't, prior to the Columbus thing and all of that, and the Martin Luther King trying to get his holiday, all this stuff of taking black history out of schools up to 5-6 years ago, that wasn't happening.
It wasn't. I learned it. That's why this new generation.
So you see what I'm trying?
Yeah, to your point, this new generation of children, they're not learning.
They don't care though. This generation don't give a
but they're not
hoot.
teaching it though
If
either.
it ain't rap, and if it ain't marijuana, which ain't nothing wrong with it, or if it ain't that phone, they ain't trying to hear nothing. They let it just roll and roll and roll and roll. The whole thing about this new gun law. That was set in place for a reason. They're not even comprehending that.
Where's that for me, bro?
Judith 5 and 19. I'm gonna show you.
They got you something.
I've been had something.
He
But
got me going now. Look now, I said I got you now.
that's a good conversation. This is what we be coming in here for. To actually have
And I just wanted to know because it's like that just came. DeSantis, when it, like you said, it was already in the making. When it hit the fan when Trump lost and DeSantis started pulling him out of school. It started. I'm not gonna say it started in Florida. It may have started somewhere else, but that's when it started hitting the fan. And I kept wondering, what is the problem with black books in school? What is, no black books, their stories, why do you want them taken out of school? Their library, what's the deal with that?
because people are starting to wake up. The thing about it is, all right, you said a lot of good stuff. Watch it. Judith 5 and 19. I believe.
Now, Jude chapter 5, verse 19.
Watch it.
But now are they returned,
Verse 17.
verse 17. And while they sin not before their God,
When we weren't sinning before our God, we knew who we were. Sin is breaking the commandments. When we weren't breaking the commandments, watch this,
they prospered.
we prospered as a people. Yeah. So in order for you to keep the commandments, you have to know who you are and how the commandments pertain to you. So when we didn't do all of this and were keeping the commandments, we prospered as a people. Watch this.
Because the God that hated iniquity
God that hates sin
was with them.
was with us as a people. That's some of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Well,
But when they departed from the way
Left the way. When we left the commandments, go ahead.
which he appointed them, they were destroyed.
We were what?
They were destroyed.
That's why we were destroyed in the civil rights movement. That's why we were destroyed during the Jim Crow era. That's why we were destroyed in slavery as a whole. That's why the Native Americans was destroyed by smallpox, the conquistadors, all the so-called white men coming over and kicking them out of their land. Mexicans, Dominicans, give me another one. Haitians, yep, I'm thinking about another one. Puerto Ricans. Yes, all of these people were scattered and given a whole different language. We were destroyed as a people because we left the way that God appointed for us. Watch this. And this is the so-called white man, this is the Arab man, this is the Chinese man saying this stuff right here. They said when they left the way, they were destroyed.
Face smooth enough.
They were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
That's why this man is saying stuff like, he's saying stuff like, we're trying to make this law pertain to those who were children of the slaves, captives. Read that part again.
Hold your neck up for me.
They were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
Was the land the so-called black man's original? We was over there in Israel. That was our land of
All that is
located in Africa.
Yeah, it all runs.
We can't separate it. It's located
all
in
Africa.
Africa.
South Africa. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the white man separate.
But they try to make it Israel is Israel, Africa is Africa, but if they say attention, it's all one continent.
Yes.
That's why they built the Suez Canal.
Yes. To divide it and make it look like, that it's the Middle East.
People.
Yes. Watch this. Because you look at something
And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. But now
like our cities was taken over in America. It's the same thing happening over and over again. Go ahead.
But now are they returned to their God.
And that's what we trying to do now, return us back to our God by, like what Barbie's saying, returning us to knowing who we are.
It's interesting.
Yes, sir.
And now, the most interesting part about it is I need to start reading my Bible more because I didn't know the Bible spoke on the racism and worded it differently, but spoke on it like it does. See, I'm learning something that I didn't even know. And I'm lacking that I need to start reading my Bible and understanding it more because everything you're saying, it is racism in a sense that's already been worded.
You will never learn this going to a regular church. That's why I talked to Evan about bringing them here. Because with
I know because my eyes are opening because I'm hearing, okay, the Bible's saying. That's why I'm
good, don't it? Oh, the last one. That's it, boss.
The Bible to white people.
Which he's trying to send them back. They're not American citizens.
Yes.
He's trying to take that right away.
Yes.
That was last week when that made some kind of news.
Yes.
So that is true.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to put into place now. He's trying to reword the 14th Amendment to exclude babies born on American soil.
So that, but we used to say, well, I'm an American if I'm born in America. That's no longer, he's trying to make that no longer.
He's trying to say that only pertains to those who are of Negro descent.
Right. He said
Oh, so we're good.
Yeah, original.
Because we were brought here as slaves.
Yeah.
That's why I said the children of the slaves.
Right.
The children of the slaves. But the question is, how would they know who are the children of the slaves?
They say he says that or we saying that?
He says that. No, he is saying that. The children of the slaves.
Right.
He literally says?
Yes.
Oh.
He said that's what the amendment was originally written for, the children of the slaves.
So he's using that for an excuse for what he's trying to do with Mexico.
Yeah.
So in other words, he's making us feel that we're privileged.
And that's the. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a slap in the face.
But that's what he's trying to make it sound like.
It's a slap in the face. The reason being is just because he had that thought, he says, we gonna kick y'all out of
a way like that.
We gonna kick you out of the country, but we gonna keep this amendment includes the children of the slaves. You just acknowledge that we were brought here as slaves.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
3/5 of a man is bringing us right back to what they were saying about us.
But we should still feel privileged because he's not deporting us. He just
He
hasn't
can't really deport us.
If he could, he would.
Right.
But he can't. But this just took me by a whip. What you just said there about the babies and how he, because I wasn't ready for that one.
I'm gonna show you something.
Not when he used the word slavery in there. So now you're doing you're making us feel like we're better than now. We're better than the Mexicans.
Only black people, only those who don't have a conscience will think that we're better than them, just because we get to stay in the land of our oppression.
And we're still oppressed.
Like,
Just legally.
under Obama administration, how many people legally? Yeah.
Yep.
You get pulled over by the cops. Do you think this is my land?
Nope.
No.
Feel like I'm a guest.
You get
Yeah, I feel like I'm a guest.
the wheels are already turning. And what I need to talk about, getting your words together, how I need to say this, get this dude away from me, give him what he needs so I can go on about my business. And even though you know you legally driving and everything's fine, I don't care who
It's stuck in your head.
You still got this nervous feel.
Yeah, that's a part of that
I
fear
don't
that
know
they
where
instill.
that's embedded in us, I think.
Yeah, you can
Take your glasses off,
technically,
excuse me.
all standards to me, everything on your car,
Shut up.
everything on your car can be legal. You'll still be worried about if you're gonna leave with
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna be where you're still worried about stuff. And this is 2024, 25.
Things has not
Feeling
changed.
that way.
And I'm gonna show you why. Deuteronomy 28 verse 16. No, we didn't finish that though, but go ahead and finish that real quick.
Okay. Verse 19. But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people,
If there be any sin in this people, boy,
and they sin against their God,
what's gonna happen?
let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
If we can keep them in sin, this is how we can destroy them.
Okay.
How you keep them in sin? Remove things from textbooks that show them where they are.
Right.
Their original culture included the commandments, like dress code, dietary. You know how to treat
How to
each other.
eat.
How to eat.
That's very important right now because we got a lot of that. People ain't eating right, but through internet and people learning and from you guys teaching and people learning to eat healthy and eat right, you know. There's a guy I follow on the internet from St. Louis, Brother IUIC. Like,
I know you're talking about.
It's that butter starting to melt on that biscuit.
man, I know, you know, and it's real because I had a little stomach condition about a year ago, and I just stopped eating pork, stopped eating fried foods.
Oh,
and
crazy.
I went and had my first colonoscopy. I was nervous, and he said everything's all right.
They said, "Amen, you clean."
But Pastor had been giving me like a lot of different shakes and different like natural things with turmerics
And that goes into play with it makes you think of the Muslim religion on how the cleanse, the fasting. It makes you understand that more, like teaches somebody his health. He had to change his whole way of eating. All that that dirty food.
Yep.
The high blood pressure, the diabetes, the sick, all that, and that makes you appreciate. Now, maybe 15 years ago, I would thought Muslims were talking crazy. I'm just giving you what because my brother is a Muslim and he used to talk that all the time. And it was like it wasn't my thing, so I didn't want to hear it. But now, I'm 60, I have a better understanding and what's going on today with health and needing to cleanse your body. If you look at commercials, half commercials today is about cleaning your stomach.
Correct.
So now I got a better understanding of what they mean by the importance and what they mean by fasting.
Because in our diet, as Jews, the true Jews, we never ate pork. We never ate pork.
Yeah, Jews don't eat pork either.
You are Jews. You gotta stop separating. Jews are what color?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.